Hi everyone, I titled this video Take Two because my first one, it was giving me errors. It cut me out. My Wi-Fi died. I don't know what happened. But it looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm solid here. It's not flashing at me like it was just now. So I'm going to give it a second. Maybe, hopefully you're coming back to see, or maybe you're going to go watch the replay. I'm not quite sure. I see some people with me. Hello, thank you for coming back. If you were here a few minutes ago, you know that I had to disconnect because I had problems. So when I disconnect like that, what I do is I turn off my phone, let it sit for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm back and it looks like I'm okay. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so we are playing with Global Design Project Challenge. I'm going to jump right into it here. Before I did go get cut off, let me just connect. I want to finish my sentence, sorry, about if you live in the Calgary area, the sale that I'm having on the 24th. Reach out to me if you want a table. That's happening on the 24th of February. I can't remember what the other thing was. I'm sure it'll come to me. Let's see, way better. Okay, yes, all right, good. I'm so happy you're with me, and it looks like, for now, it looks like I'm okay. We are playing with Global Design Project Challenge today, and I'm going to share with you, I mentioned about my team meeting. I'm going to share with you about what we do at team meeting, because it's all about my team. They are so important to me, those ladies, and I love to give back to them when they come and join me for team meeting. I have door prizes we do at the end. We had one of my team members, my team, like they're very, very helpful. And one of them agreed to do the drawing for me. So she had a special hat and her daughter did the drawing for the door prizes. So it was really fun. All right, let's get, you're sharing this part too, are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get started. We're going to flip the camera. I'll show you what the team members, tell you a little bit about my team meetings and how they go on Zoom. We do them every single month. I would never skip a month unless, oh my gosh, I guess there would be a very good reason, but then I would reschedule, right? Never skip, reschedule. So let's flip the camera. I'll show you the prize packages I'm going to be mailing out today, because once they're gone, I won't be able to show you what the ladies won for participating and for attending. All right, here we go. We're going to flip the camera. Okay, so we're going to point you down here at my work surface. Let's get this straightened up. No more errors or glitches today, right? I know it's a Monday. It's a Monday, definitely, but we don't have to succumb to any more problems, right? Okay. So here we go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for telling me where you're joining me from. It's so nice to know who's with me. Krista says, oh, Rose, you know my desire. Krista, you're so funny. Let's take a look. We're going to play with this today, this bundle. This is my bundle of the week, but let me go back to the meeting. The team meeting, we do mystery stamping. I post, I have a lady actually that does this for me on our team. A sketch I send her the sketches and she does albums for me. So she posted all the albums for the year so the ladies can get ahead of time. And these are sketches, right? So if they join me, and we had like 22 people join us yesterday, and it was so nice to see all their cards. We posted a sketch, and everybody that participated gets spotlighted, and then they get to tell me about their card. And then I do a draw for anybody that participated and came on and showed their card. And one of the ladies won this pack of gems. It's going to go in the mail today for her. And we have door prizes. So I always do my door prizes in these envelopes. I use retired paper and my envelope maker, my retired envelope maker. And that was quick, Lois says. I haven't done the card yet, Lois, but I got cut off by my Wi-Fi, I think it was. So I'm back. Okay, so let's go through these. This is what Alexina won. And she's getting the Beside Me stamp set. I got to send that off to her today. Now, don't forget, guys, this one here is a part of the second release of Celebration. So I'm super excited to send this one to Alexina. And so I just tape all this up, and I have to put the label on and everything. Aline is a new demonstrator on my team. Aline won this product sample. I love to share with my team. These are new online exclusives that you can put in your starter kit when you join my team. So you can get your starter kit and you can get these online exclusives that are going to be available to customers on March 5th. So this paper, I haven't even shown you on screen yet, this paper, but it is stunning. So she's going to get 2 pieces of 6x6 paper from all of the designs, and she gets to play with this amazing paper. It's from the Simply Zinnias, I think it's called, but it's so beautiful. Look at all the striking colors. And then if I flip it over, there's the background. So nice. And then I'm also giving her some of the adhesive back shiny sequins. So I'm getting feedback from them that they really like it when I give them this little bit of product sample so that they can start playing. So that's going to go in a nice little lovely envelope to Aline. Then we had Jen. Oh, so I also do 3 door prizes, and one of them has a little story I'll tell you in a second. My 4th door prize is going to a lady named Winnie, and I've got another product sample of the same trim, the crumb cake polka dot trim. Look at these swirly dots. They're so cool. And she's also getting a sampling of the Latte Love, I think it's called, this designer series paper. Brand new stuff. It's coming March 5th, but I love to share with my team. So she is going to get this sample package in the mail. I love sending happy mail. So this one goes to Winnie, and then I do my 4th door prize. This one has, everybody has the option to be in this draw. So if they don't want to be in it, they can raise their hand and we'll take them out. Because whoever wins this prize is going to be my star stamper for next month, for March. So the commitment is, there's a stamp set in here. She has to make 4 cards and come to the team meeting next month and share them with everybody. It's so fun. So I'm giving Jen this stamp set called Pets and More, and she'll make 4 projects and bring them to the team meeting next month and share. And it's so nice to see what everybody makes with their Star Stamper stamp set. We saw some gorgeous cards from a team member yesterday, Gabrielle, who did some really amazing projects with the baby stamp set that you can get with Celebration right now. Let me grab it. This one right here. She won this stamp set last month. She made some cards. They were out of this world, you guys. 2 of them were like fun folds, Cradled in Love, and this was by our team member, Gabrielle. So thank you for letting me share that. I just want to share with you the fun that we have with our team, so that maybe if you're on the fence about joining, that might push you over the edge. I just want to share. Okay, let's get started on today's card. Today's card, we're going to be bringing in all week long. I'm going to be playing with Everyday Details. Love, love, love this bundle. Let me show you why I love it. The stamps are gorgeous. They're red rubber, very detailed. But wait till you see the amazing dies. These dies are a set of 11, and you get all of the ones you see here. I'm going to show you some different things to do with those this week, so hang tight. These are going to be such a fun thing to have in your collection. Okay, so we are playing with Global Design Project Challenge, and it's live now. Well, thank you, Pat. Yes, I had to come back because I had connection issues. So Global Design Project Challenge GDP 432 this week. We are casing the designer, and her name is Elodie, I think I said it right, Ventru. And this is her card. Look at her card. Love it. So when you case the designer, you can pull whatever you're inspired by. You can pull in the colors, you can change. Now this is a retired stamp, of course, right? This is the polar bear one from before Christmas in the holiday mini, but you can pull in whatever you are inspired, the colors, the shape, anything. So I'm going to make we're doing a fun fold. I was inspired by the fun fold. So I'm making a fun fold today with you on a Monday. So I guess this week you're going to get 2 fun folds. So that's exciting. So we're going to make a card inspired by LOD using the Everyday Details, and we're going to bring in our cardstock and our paper now. So I've got, for my cardstock, I have Bubble Bath. Hi, Winnie. I was just showing the product that you won yesterday at the team meeting, so I'll be sending that to you today. Okay, Bubble Bath. We're going to cut the Bubble Bath. So you need a piece that measures 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So with a sheet of cardstock, we know it's 8 1/2 wide. So let's just turn it and cut at 4 1/4. It's just better use of the cardstock, right? So here we go, 4 1/4. And you'll get 2 out of a sheet. I'll do another one 4 1/4, and I'll still have like a good sized piece left over. And then we're going to score on the long side at 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 1/2. Okay, so 3 score lines on here. All right, so then I also have a piece of Lost Lagoon here, and then we need this one to be 2 1/4 inches by 9. So we're going to turn it, and we're going to go 2 1/4 inches. So let's go ahead, cut this at 9 inches, because that's the length that I need. And we need it to be 2 1/4 inches. So turn 2 1/4. And we're going to score this in half at 4 1/2. Here we go. Okay, so we've got that piece. Now we're going to bring in some designer series paper from, oh, thanks, Winnie. Yes, I can't wait for you to get it too so you can start playing. So I'm bringing in the amazing Flight and Airy designer series paper, and I need some pieces. So the Lost Lagoon pattern, I need a piece that is 2 inch by 4 1/4. So let's see if this is my scraps. Let's see if this is, yes. Okay, so 2 inches by 4 1/4. So we'll just turn it here. Is it 4 1/4? Yes, 4 1/4. And then we're going to play with this pattern right here. I need 2 pieces. So I'm calling this a bubble bath pattern because it's a bubble bath background, but you've got these beautiful, beautiful floral images on the front. So I need a piece that measures 2 3/4 by 4. Is this 4? Yes, it is. And I need it to be 2 3/4. Oh, that's perfect. I don't even need to cut it. But I do need another piece that's 1 4 inch, 1 by 4. So let's bring in my packaging and see if I can find another piece of that one. So that's the one with the birds. This paper is like out of this world. I think this one is one that could be, you could hoard this one easily because it's so, so pretty. Here we go. We got a piece of scrap right here. So I need a piece that measures 1 by 4. So let's see, is this 4? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Oh, I love it when it works out. Okay, so I'm just going to trim the bottom here. So I got lots to do your kits this week from this DSP. 1 by 4. All right, so we got our DSP cut. I also need some white cardstock. And let's see. What? Basic white. Okay, so we need a piece that measures 2 3/4 by 4, and we need some scraps. Okay. I got a piece of, this is a sad story, a piece of white 12 by 12 that got bent. So I'm just going to use all the parts that I can of this one. So I need it to be 4 inches. Just chop around the bend part, right? Don't waste it. So I'm going to use up all my cardstock here and put it to good use. Okay, so 2 3/4 by 4 inches. That's for my card. And this will be my scraps, okay? For some stamping and die cutting. And I think we're good with the trimmer now. So let's move the trimmer out of the screen. And we're going to bring in, first let's do our stamping and we'll do our die cutting and all of that. So from this stamp set, Everyday Details, it has beautiful greetings. This one here, wishing you so much joy on this special day. That can be used for birthday. This could be for wedding. It could be for a graduation. Lots of different reasons to use this one, right? Overjoyed for you on this new journey. You make every day a little brighter. This is a very, very cheerful stamp set. So I'm going to bring in wishing you so much joy on this journey. So let's grab that one. I'm also going to be using this big floral arrangement in the vase. So we'll grab that one. What else am I going to use? Well, I guess we'll see as we go. Well, let's just do these parts first. So I'm going to grab this one, and I need my Memento ink, and we're going to stamp on here, right here, and for the big vase, we're going to use my block I for that one. It's a perfect size for this one. Pam says, I just bought this set and haven't used it. Excited to see what you do with it. Well, thank you, Pam. I hope I inspire you this week to pull out your stamps and to make some awesome things with it. Now this one, I want to measure, make sure I have enough room here. So let's bring in the dies. So I know this one, I want to use this die right here. Yes, I'm going to use this circle die to cut out that greeting. Okay. And so all week long, you'll see me stamp first and then die cut because it's red rubber. So I won't do my die cutting ahead of time because I just want to make sure that I line it up properly. And sometimes with red rubber, it's really hard to see if it's lined up properly, right? So we're going to stamp this first and we're going to cut using, let's see, which one am I going to use? We're going to use this one, this double one right here. So see this die? It looks like it's like they're stuck together. It's like two dies, but it's actually one die, but you'll see when I cut it out. So I want to make sure, is that going to fit? No, not really. I think I have to turn it this way. Yes, it'll work if I turn it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this isolated out first. See. So let's trim off the scrap and we'll have this one by itself. And I'm going to grab a little washi or a Post-it note. Let's grab a Post-it note. It's easier. Okay, so we're going to just put a Post-it note on top of here. Hold that down. My doorbell just rang, and I think it's my Stampin' Up! Order. That's exciting. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping it is my order. Okay, so let's just ink up this stamp with Memento, and we're going to stamp, whoops, like this. There we go. Okay, so there's my stamp. And the die, whoa, just fits. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a Post-it note. I think I got two here. Yes, and put one on each side. One on each side. Post-it notes are really, really handy, and they do stay sticky for you to use for, you know, a couple of uses. Okay, so let's put the lid on my ink pad, and we'll move on to die cutting these out, because I think this is the only die cutting that I'll need to do. So to get them all onto my platform, I'm going to bring in my Big Boss. Julia says she's glad I'm using them. Oh, the open ink pad. Does that stress you out, Krista? It's closed. It's fine. It's all good. Okay. Let's bring in the big guy, the big kahuna. The big guns are coming in. Okay, so simply because I have a bigger platform to work with and I can just run it through at once. Now, this is a good example to explain to you something. When you put this die into your machine, it's best to angle it because there are wheels in here where the handle is. And you want to hit those wheels, it's best to hit them on an angle. So I'm just going to take this and like turn it ever so slightly. It has to do with the pressure of when the wheels hit the die. Okay, so this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn it, like never go into your wheels with a straight edge, right? Try to go in at an angle if you can. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I hope I explained that right. But let's see, we'll roll this through. Okay, and we didn't go forward and back. Oh, thank you, Diane. And we'll see how this worked. All right, putting my plates back. Let's take off the Post-its and put the dies back where they belong. Look at me, I'm being so good today, putting everything back. Let's see how this one turned out. Yeah, oh, did it go through? Okay, another tip, guys. You want to make, I wasn't really good about cleaning out my dies because I was prepping for classes. And so when you use these dies, they're amazing. The holes that they cut out are super nice. They're good size, but you have to make sure that your die is cleaned out. Okay, so you can see if I hold this close, let me grab my take your pick tool. There is cardstock in my die. Bad rows, bad. I should have made sure that the cardstock was out. And sometimes you just got to take your pick tool or your die brush. So this is what I should have done. I want to show you so you have a solution. We have, I'm reaching in my desk here. The Take Your Pick tool, you can buy one of these little bristle brushes, right? And this is meant to go over your, you can unscrew this piece. This is where your putty is, and now you've got this here. You put this into your Take Your Pick tool, and it should just tread right. There we go. So now you've got this little brush, and you just roll it over your dies. Okay, the little thing, and the bristles are supposed to like go down into the holes. So if you have patience to do that, I don't, to be honest. I usually just poke them out, or I take it, and this glass mat, I drop it. When you drop your die on your mat, I won't do that again, sorry. Or a solid, like my kitchen table or my wood table here. You find picking out the little dots of the die very relaxing. See, everybody's different, right? Everyone's different. I just need to get on to my next project. I'm just too busy to, I don't know. I don't have patience, I guess. I don't have patience. So anyway, we got to get this out of my die, but let's see if I can salvage my piece here. If I can actually, yes. Okay. So if you take your Pick tool and just come in here, I'm actually making, see, the holes are cut. It's just the paper is just sitting there. It just needs to, if I take my tool and just run it along gently. All right. Okay, that was a close one, but I think we've got it. Okay. All right. So really, really nice. I've actually seen people take twine and wrap it through, like thread it through. That is such a beautiful, beautiful design. So there's lots you can do with these dies, with the design that they are. So let's bring them back in case you're just joining me. These are the Everyday Details dies. So you're going to get different size rectangles. So this one here, it cuts out, where did I put my scrap? Did I already put it in the garbage? I think I did. So you're going to get 2 images on this one. Yes. So here, I'll bring back my scrap. So if you really want to keep your background piece, you're going to get the outside ring or, rectangle of circles, and then you also get the inside, and then it's going to cut. So what that die does, it does give you 2 rows of dots like you see here, but the cut line is on the inside of those dots. So you can crop this out. Like if I had used a bigger piece of white, I could bring in my trimmer now and make a nice frame. And I'm a scrapbooker, so I think that would be a fantastic thing to do in scrapbooking. You're making a frame and you're also getting a die cut rectangle. Okay, so love this. It's a new kind of a style that they've introduced with this set of dies, and I really think you're going to love it too. Okay, all right, let's get on to the fun part. So for the card, let's bring all my pieces back. The bubble bath, we're going to go ahead and reinforce all these score lines like this. So it's going to be kind of like Elodie's card. It's a special fun fold. It's a step panel card. So we're going to just reinforce the score lines, because whenever you're doing something with fun fold, you definitely want to make sure your lines are all nice and crisp. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to add our DSP. This piece is going to go on the front down here on this bottom step. And we've got the inside is going to be down here. So let's see here. Let's grab my glue. And we do have to do a little bit of coloring too. So, but we'll get all the structure of the card put together first. So this is going on the bottom, like so. Okay, there we go. And then we've got the inside piece right here. We might as well go ahead and stamp that too. So for the front says, wishing you so much joy on this special day. And then I love it when a stamp set has something for the inside, like overjoyed for you on this new journey. So I'm going to use that one. Let's bring that one in. Whoops. Overjoyed for you on this new journey. Could be, they could be new parents. It could be you're going away on a trip. You've just graduated university. you're retiring, like, you know what I mean? Like this is a wonderful stamp set that can appeal to whatever occasion, right? Overjoyed for somebody, it's a perfect time to send them a card. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp that in the middle. And then we're gonna bring back that big stamp in the vase. And I just wanna do a little bit of edge stamping, just in the corner down here to add a little pop of color. And yep, I'm gonna stamp right onto my glass mat because I can, and I can wipe it up. There we go. Okay, close the ink pad. And I'm gonna grab my chamois cloth. First things first, clean up your mess. Okay, put these up here, and then we're just gonna take the cloth and wipe up that ink and any adhesive that you have on your glass mat. And then I like to keep my cloth in one of these clear containers, just stamp containers, just to make sure it stays damp. I rinse mine just about every morning, same as the chamois, just to make sure it's ready for me when I need to clean with it. All right, so now let's go ahead and add some color to these images here. So for my coloring, I am going to grab Lost Lagoon. Let me grab my blends, my favorite coloring tools. Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, and I'm gonna grab Light Calypso Coral. What else do I need? We're gonna grab, let's see, soft, what is this called? Smoky Slate. Okay, truth, I don't have the Bubble Bath blends. I must have forgot to order them, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need Bubble Bath blends. But we're gonna make Petal Pink work. I think it'll work. I know it's gonna work. I've already made this card once. Okay, so we're gonna take the Light Calypso Coral. I'm just gonna come around here and just kind of add to these lines the center of the flowers here. Just like so. And then I'm actually gonna color the tiny flowers with this color. Add a little pop color to those little tiny blooms. And my piece for the inside, go ahead and do that too, because it's all going to be kind of the same, right? Match the front to the inside of your card. And then over here. All right, so then I'm going to grab my Petal Pink. I have dark Petal Pink here. And we're going to just come in here and do the outline or fill in the color and blend out that little bit of Calypso Coral. Okay, so this is the light Petal Pink. I think on my sample I might have, or sorry, this is the dark Petal Pink. I think I might have done the light on my other one. I'll show you both. And, you know, and when I get my Bubble Bath, I'll probably want to do this one and do it in Bubble Bath too to see the difference. But the DSP has a lot of different colors coming through the flowers, and that's what I was inspired by. Okay, so Lost Lagoon, we're going to use Lost Lagoon to color the leaves, and what I like to do is take the dark Lost Lagoon and just cover the veins, just kind of come in here and draw in those lines. So just add some little pops of color just to add a bit of dark shading to those. It's been a while since I've colored on camera, so hopefully these tips will help you. I'd love to know what your favorite way to color your images is. Do you like the blends? Do you like the Stampin' Write markers? Are you a watercolor pencil person? There's lots and lots of different ways to color your images. Okay, so there's my dark. And then bring in the light. And we're going to just blend the color. Fill in the leaves with the light. And it's serving two purposes. It's going to fill in the leaves, and it's also going to blend that dark Lost Lagoon. And I always like to start off my coloring with dark and then blend it out. It's you know, you can always add more color, but it's really hard to take it away. We do have a tool for taking color away. You can use the color lifter if you've really made something too dark and you're like, oh, I want to make it lighter. The color lifter also has alcohol in it, and it will actually lift the color, but you do have to give it a second to dry, because as it dries, it will take the color away. So if you have the color lifter, you probably know what I'm talking about. So you can just do a little streak and then let it dry. And as it's drying, the color, it's like magic, it leaves. Okay, so I'm just coming in here with my Smoky Slate I outlined my vase with dark, and now I'm just adding in some light. And if you want to add more, if you wanted to add more shading, you can come in with your dark and just do like a little bit on the edge over here, just to add a little bit of depth of color. I like to do that. And then you can also come in and blend that out a little bit. So you can almost see the alcohol as I come into that spot. I love this. It's almost like pushing the dark shaded, the dark smoky slate to the edge. And that's the look I want. Okay, now let's put this piece on the inside of my card. Okay, so this is my inside part where I can sign my card. Just add a little bit of glue here. And we'll move all my blends out of the way. Whoops. And we'll bring in the card inside. We'll put this down here like that. And then we'll close this up. And so the other piece of DSP, that one is going to go on this inside layer. Love all the different steps and layers to this card. It's very pleasing to the eye to see all the different dimensions. Okay, so we'll put our glue on there. And then we'll put this inside. We're kind of building this card from the inside out. Okay, so we've got that. Now we still have our circle die cut here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in the 2-inch circle punch, which is still available on the website. Let me grab my 2-inch punch and a scrap of bubble bath. Let me grab my bubble bath. So all of this will come in your kit, right? When you get your kit from me, all the cut pieces will come. So you don't have to worry. If you don't have a 2-inch punch, don't worry. You're going to get one in your kit already punched out. And the purpose of this is to put your die cut on top and just to have those little holes look a little bit more sharp with the, or sharper, whichever way to say it, with the pink sticking through. So I'm just going to add a little tiny bit of glue to the background, and we're going to put that onto our 2-inch circle punch here. You could also use a die cut if you have the stylish shapes. You know, there's probably a die in there that would work from one of the circles. Okay, now we have this piece here, which we've scored in half. And this designer series paper, the Lost Lagoon, is going to go on the front like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll glue that down. And this paper is absolutely stunning. So pretty. So pretty. If you don't have it yet, oh my goodness. At first, you know, I have to admit, at first glance, when the celebration came out, I thought, yeah, I probably won't be using the bird paper too much. Not a big bird fan, but oh my gosh, it is so soft and so beautiful. And the floral images, what was I thinking? But anyway, grab yours now while you can still get it, because once it sells out, it's gone, right? And I don't want you to miss out. Okay, so now we get to put this card together. So I'm going to start with this piece here. I'm folding it up like this. So we've got this little pleat on the front, folding back. This piece is going to hold the card together. So let's open it up. It's like a little mini card. That's going to sit right here. And what I do actually is I'm going to use my glass mat. Down at the bottom, there's a little, there's the measurements are all across the top and the sides. So we've got inches going up the top and across the top. Sorry, up the side and across the top. And we have centimeters on the other two sides. So, sorry. Down the side and across the bottom. I know you can't see the bottom of my screen, so let's see if I can raise this up, because I want to show you how I do this so that I know it's going to fit in my envelope. I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it down in the corner. I don't know if you can see down at the bottom here. Let me tilt my camera. So I'm using my inches down here to see. I do not want it to go past the 5.5 inch, because then it won't fit in the envelope. I know that it's 4 1/4 width, because that's how I cut my cardstock. But I don't want this piece to go past the 5.5 inches, which it won't. You got lots of room. Even if I secure it like this, I'm still going to be have a half an inch of clearance. So you're going to be able to fit it in the envelope, no problem. So we're going to glue that down front and back. So all you need to do is put some glue. I'll do one at a time. Put some glue on the back edge of the front. So down here. Make sure the glue's coming. You want to use not quite a bit of glue, but more than you would on a piece of white. So just about that much. And then I'm going to secure it down right here, like that. I wanted to have a little bit of the Designer Series paper showing on the bottom, so I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to put glue on the other end, and then simply close it up like that. Now, if you wanted to make this bigger, like I did mine 9 inches and I scored it at 4.5, you could actually make it longer, but I didn't want it to be too tall. Like I needed it to be still in proportion with the rest of the card. And this is like, we're going by, in case you're just joining me, this is the inspiration was Elodie's card. And like, I really love how she did her step card. So I didn't have measurements, so this is what I came up with. And now I also loved Elodie's card because she has this edge piece here, the blue piece, the darker blue piece sticking out. So I really, really love that. So that's why I'm going to take this die cut and we're going to put that off to the edge. And I didn't put this onto the card first because I wanted to make sure I'm still within the not diameter, but the edges of my card so that it'll still fit in the envelope. Okay, so now we're going to put dimensionals. Let's grab big dimensionals. Got a new pack. It's a new week. We're going to grab a couple of dimensionals, and I'm just going to put them on the left edge of this die cut. So one right there, and this one the backing didn't come off. That's weird. That's never happened to me before. Okay, so see that? It's like the backing of it's just strange. Anyway, not the end of the world. It still works. Okay, so we're going to put this like so. That. So it's just off to the side, and you can still see the DSP, which I love. And then we're going to take this piece, and we're going to put this circle right down here. And I don't want to make my card too thick, but I'm okay to put a dimensional right here because I'm still going to be in the same plane of my rectangle. So I didn't want to put one on here and make it double thickness, if that makes sense. But what I can also do is add a little bit of glue right here to the corner because I know I'm going to be covering that up. Okay, so we'll put our greeting right here like this. Wishing you so much joy on this special day. Okay, so I was really in love with this card the way it was, but I'm like, it needs something. And what I'm pulling in is that ribbon that I used last week on one of the hot air balloon cards. I was showing you this 3-pack. It's in the annual catalog. It's called the 3-inch sheer ribbon combo pack. The item code is 161635, and you get all 3 colors. I'm going to use Bubble Bath, and we'll just take my pin out here. I'm just going to make 2 bunny ears, like so. And cross them over. And yes, when you get my kits, I do tie all the bows for my class attendees. So I do put the bows in your package for you. I love tying bows. Okay, so there we go. We got a little bow. Now you want to make it small because I'm going to put this on the outside of the vase. I don't want it to take over the vase. I just want it to be a little accent. So I'm just going to make it smaller. And that's good. I'm happy with that one. Okay, so let's just trim the ends on an angle like that. And then let's grab a glue dot. I like to take the bow. You can do it 2 ways. You can put your glue dot on your project, or you can take your bow. And this is what I do when I sit and make bows. I line them up. I just put them right onto the glue dots, and they can stay there until I get enough done for my whole class, and then I cut them. But this one, I'm going to pull it off, and it's going to sit right on the front of our card like that. All right, there we go. Quick and easy. It is totally easy, Mary Ellen. Absolutely. So this one is the one I made live. The other one I made, and I used the dark petal pink. Now this is the one, oh, and I forgot to add my bling. Okay, I have to do that. This one here I use light petal pink. So you can see they're slightly different in shade. But I really think, even though I didn't use Bubble Bath to color in my flowers, I think it still pulls from all the different colors that are in the DSP. And yeah, so I just add my bling to that one, and this one will be ready to go. I hope you guys like this card. I had a blast making it. I love fun fold cards, and fun fold on a Monday is different, right? But there's Elodie's card. I was inspired by the actual layout that she used. But if you play along with Global Design Project Challenge this week, you can take whatever you like from Elodie's inspiration here and make your card and post it to their blog. And we'd love to see what you make. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Heidi. And if you purchase the bundle this week or whatever you want, if you already own the bundle, you can purchase a different $60 in product and you use my host code, you will get all 5 packages. Everything will be pre-cut for you. The only thing I can't send is stamped images. So you'll need the stamps. Actually, sorry, you will need the bundle. You need the dies. So I will cut the designer series paper and the cardstock, but I will give you extra white so that you can stamp this and you can use the dies that come with your bundle. So you do need to have your bundle when you do my classes, my weekly classes. You need to own the bundle so that you can do your own die cutting for the pieces that need to be stamped and then die cut. If I hope that makes sense. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to flip you back around here. Thank you for your patience, for coming back. If you saw my original part of my video where I got cut off, I had Wi-Fi issues. It happens. It's a Monday. It's the internet, right? I had a blast, and I'm going to show you some more cards this week every day. 9 a.m. Mountain Time is where I join you here for a card share. And then on Friday, it switches to 8 o'clock. So I go a little bit earlier on Fridays, but hopefully you can catch the replay if you can't make it live. I appreciate you all, and your support to my business means the world to me. Take care. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.